Have you ever felt it, that deep, pervasive ache in your soul? Like a silent scream, trapped beneath layers of obligation and expectation. It's the feeling of being stretched thin, a fragile thread woven into a tapestry of everyone else's needs, desires, and demands. You give, and you give, until your own well feels utterly dry, a parched landscape where once a vibrant inner garden bloomed. You wake up with a quiet weariness that no amount of sleep seems to touch, carrying the weight of unspoken burdens. A quiet resentment brewing just beneath the surface of your polite smile. Perhaps you find yourself nodding yes to requests, when your entire being longs to whisper, "No way." You take on extra tasks, listen to endless troubles, offer solutions, and provide comfort, believing that this constant outward flow of energy is what makes you valuable, what makes you love. But in this relentless giving, you slowly begin to lose touch with yourself. The quiet voice of your own needs becomes a distant echo, drowned out by the clamor of the world outside. You might start to feel like a stranger in your own life, moving through days and weeks on autopilot, performing roles, but forgetting who you truly are when the curtain falls. This isn't just exhaustion. It's a deeper kind of fatigue, a spiritual depletion that whispers, there must be another way. This feeling, this slow drain, often stems from a deeply ingrained belief that setting limits is selfish, that drawing a line in the sand will somehow diminish your worth or alienate those you care about. We're taught, subtly or overtly, to be accommodating, to be agreeable, to put others first. And while kindness and generosity are beautiful virtues, they can become destructive when they erase the very person offering them. Think of a gardener who constantly waters everyone else's plants, nurturing them into lush abundance, while their own patch of earth lies barren and neglected. Eventually, even the most fertile ground will turn to dust without its own care. You begin to understand, with a quiet and unsettling clarity, that this path of endless sacrifice is not leading you to joy, but to an ever-deepening sense of emptiness. The profound, liberating truth, one that often arrives in the quietest moments of despair, is this: you are allowed to set boundaries. This isn't a declaration of war, nor is it a withdrawal from connection. It is instead an act of sacred self-preservation, a gentle assertion of your right to exist fully and authentically within your own life. Boundaries are not walls built to keep others out, but rather the gentle fences that define your own sacred space, allowing your inner world to flourish. They are the clear lines that communicate where you end and another begins, ensuring that your energy, your time, and your emotional well-being are protected and respected. Imagine a tranquil lake. Without its shores, its waters would dissipate and lose their form. Its boundaries define its beauty, giving it depth and purpose. The journey of truly embracing this permission begins with a quiet, internal turning point. It starts by listening to that long-ignored whisper within you, the one that asks for rest, for space, for a moment to simply breathe. It means recognizing that your capacity is not infinite, and that is not a flaw. It is simply human. Healing begins when you allow yourself to acknowledge the resentment, the exhaustion, the quiet anger that has been simmering. You don't have to justify your limits or apologize for them. Your needs are valid simply because they are yours. This realization that you possess an inherent right to protect your peace is like a soft balm applied to an old wound. It begins to soothe the ache, allowing a fragile sense of hope to bloom. Learning to say no is not easy at first. It might feel uncomfortable, even selfish, because it challenges deeply ingrained patterns. You might encounter resistance from others, or even from within yourself, as old beliefs surface. But each time you gently, yet firmly, assert a boundary, you are not only protecting yourself, you are also teaching others how to truly respect you. You are modeling self-respect, and in doing so, you invite healthier, more authentic connections into your life. The act of setting a boundary is not about creating distance. It's about creating clarity and integrity in your relationship. It allows you to give from a place of genuine abundance rather than grudging obligation, ensuring that your giving is joyful and sustainable. Consider the gentle rhythm of nature. A tree grows its branches to a certain extent, drawing nourishment from its roots, but it also sheds leaves when autumn arrives, knowing when to conserve its energy. It doesn't apologize for needing to rest during winter, or for seeking light and water for itself. It simply exists within its own natural limits. You too have a natural rhythm, an ebb and flow of energy and capacity. To honor this rhythm is to live in harmony with your truest self. To embrace the truth that you are allowed to set boundaries is to grant yourself permission to reclaim your time, your energy, and your inner peace. It is to draw a clear horizon around your own being, defining the vastness of your potential while also acknowledging the limits that keep you grounded and whole. This quiet acceptance is not resignation, but a gentle, powerful declaration of self-respect. It is the wisdom of knowing that a well-tended garden, with its clear borders, blooms most beautifully.